And the next one might be the one that closes the game. So we waited a lot of turns, but we finally get the value. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today Dimir control that you might love a little bit too much because it has more than meets the eye. With cards like Ertai Resurrected, Spellscorn Coven and the Bladecoil Serpent that you will see plenty today, you can not only give your opponent cards but instantly discard them, leaving your opponent with 0 cards and you having all the advantage. Thanks to Ertai, deck is extremely flexible and we have enough Path of Peril to just kill all the aggro decks, and you will see it in action. So guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like Dimir on the channel, if you want to see it more, and let's go into those games. So what is the spell? Siphon Insight. Huh. Unfortunately, I think we need to allow it. This hurts quite a lot. We need to work with those serpents, man. And when they flashback, I think then I try to bounce, but this will be a problem. Wixes. Alright, didn't expect this one. So the point is that when you bounce the Siphon Insight, they lose it. Because it doesn't return to the hand. And it gets just exiled. So it was a hard counter spell basically. We are tapped, so it's not all rainbows and, you know, huggies, but it's still a good trade, I think. Getting mana screwed. Not where we wanna be. Definitely not where we wanna be. So this will, yeah, I think we play it just to keep something up. Having no lands for this turn is extremely painful. Right, that's one counter spell. Because we are losing mana drops, I think we won't be able to cast, you know, Memory Deluge anyway. Yep, it's not looking perfect. I wonder, if they play red, it's probably Singularity version, so there is high chance we just died. But we just got absolutely... Man, I need to main phase just to start hitting lands. That's how bad it is. So we will be fully tapped and our opponent just can keep playing the game. Let's see. They can kill Hidetsugu themselves as well, so no. It is what it is. Generally, if you kill it later, random card usually doesn't do the thing. Alright, alright. I think we just say go. We can take a few hits, we don't care, we just need to make good plays. Very good for our opponent. What can you do? What can you do? I don't think we Memory Deluge this. We could hit Etsugu. It's just great for our opponent. Like, we're hitting, man, this double Bladecoil, like this is all of the Bladecoils we have from the deck. That's why we don't play 4, so we don't get hands like this, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, being at 10 is pretty huge, so we probably don't want to do it. Let's start with Memory Deluge and see how it goes. Alright. Mirex go for the throat probably. And the top card is super random, so let's just take the damage, give him the value, and let's roll the dice. Oh man, it's not looking great. Alright, that was a whiff. But this is what happens when the random card is on top, you know? 3-6. We need to be a bit defensive, I think, still. Let's go with Mirex and see how it goes. Don't forget, we have Negate. And that is pretty huge. Cycling, sure. Decent for us. We cannot get all of his hand and he's not tapped out. So no, we cannot just go and discard everything. Let's negate this one because it's scary. We can use Mirex. I mean, I could try to kill them one by one with cut down, grass, but I don't super like the idea. And let's force them to use something if they want to, you know, use the moment when we have 0 mana available. In this deck you always play Marsh over the river because you actually care about colored mana even super late game. Let's attack. I mean, we are getting decent control over the game. Still not enough, but you know what? This could be pretty huge. Alright. Black, 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 and I guess blue. and let's go for 0. Because now they only have Make Disappear, right? Unless they play Stroke or something. But this should hit, I think. We'll see. But it's 2 cards for our opponent and 1 card for us. And it also prepares next Serpent. And the next one might be the one that closes the game. So, we waited a lot of turns, but we finally get the value. We won't be attacking because, just to make sure, right? It's just a bug. Okay. It didn't allow us to attack, so that's great. I remember there was something like this. Alright. Unfortunately, he can play all of the cards without using mana. But, yeah, that's a good target for us. Let's kill it. That will be the first thing we are doing. 3 cards. 1, 2. I cannot get the last one because I played Go for the Throat, but still think that's a good idea. So on this turn, I will still play the River. Oh, it hurts me, but I need the mana because I want Mirex. This will be this, and I need Dissipate mana. And you know, this is a lot of pressure. I think we're doing pretty decent. Don't forget those cards are not in his hand, so we cannot discard those. He will play the land, I hope, which gets him to 3. Burn down the house. I think we can just deal with it, right? I think so. And he keeps 1 to defend against the Serpent. That's actually really good for us. This means no Mirex, but still I think it's worth it. And I will go like this. That preserves our life total. If they have Singularity, we want to... I think he has Singularity in the hand and he just wanted to get us to 10, so he can leave us. However, we can start racing right now. And with double counter spell, that should be enough. Alright, pinging. But we're at I think we're in a really good spot, man. And this Serpent did all the difference. I'm starting to be happy about keeping it. And I could go for the Serpent right now, but we won't. They definitely need to start changing the board state. They will die in 3 turns. So we force them. And they don't have too much mana. I think I have more. 8. And I have 2 more mana. So first Ertai Resurrected. It's more expensive. And also they cannot reuse the extra card this turn. And I get more pressure on the board. So Lethal is even faster. Okay, great. Land. Going for Go for the Throat is the last spell. And that will be huge. Let's go here. Maybe they have a countdown. No. Alright. I don't have red mana, unfortunately. So, we discard 2, that's for sure, and we draw 1. And I think that's it. I think this is exactly what we're doing. I don't think we need more. No, definitely not. Black, 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 and black. And the rest of islands. Man, the Serpent is amazing. Like, look how much value this gives us. This guy had maximum cards for such a long time. Unfortunately, this is good for him that he can steal those cards and they're exiled. But as you can see, those double Serpents, in the end, they won the game, man. Alright, I kinda like it. Being on the draw is always harsh, but with Make Disappear, I think we can make it. Okay, I need the blue mana on turn 2, so I cannot go with Swamp Mirex. We need the blue. So cut down needs to be a bit creative. Alright. Oh boy, we have Path of Peril on the next turn. So I guess we'll counter everything that is converted mana cost 3 or higher, and hope that he will just keep spamming. Yep. And hopefully an enchantment. Yeah, so we can clear the board fully, man. He gets back the Kami because enchantment goes into graveyard, so it's not, you know, just all rainbows, but yeah, I think we can make it. Still not over, definitely. Okay. Quick Path of Peril to level up the game. And yeah, he can play Kami, but Kami will be very, very slow. It will be a 3-3 though. We just need to slow the game as much as possible. Our value is insane. We just need to survive and probably draw another Path of Peril for closure. Okay, this is a decent draw, I think. Yeah, this is actually a perfect draw. Because it ramps us, it gets us nice selection, and we can still go for Naturalist, so we can slow him down even more. And that's only Kami and 3 cards. Still scary, but I think we're doing the job. Invasion of Tears. Oh, he will instantly flip it. That's not great. He will super flip it. If he went face, I would love it. But yeah, but he doesn't control enough, so it's not indestructible. That's something. A land is great. I mean, we will do what we have to do. Let's take action. Land is very tempting, but I think we need something better. And this should be Ertai Resurrected, right? Yeah, let's try like this. There's high chance he will double spell as well. We'll see. He needs 3, right? 3 other enchantments. Weaver, not a bad thing. So I think I need to kill... Man, I need to kill Kami probably. It's just a 4-4 straight up. Okay, I think Weaver has to stick here. Alright. I hope he doesn't have another enchantment. Like, we need to try to survive, man. He draws for Audacity as well. Not super great, but when he draws a card, we'll play something and we'll make disappear it, so... You know, there's something. And I don't want to get this hit, generally. Let's take the damage. This at least forces a block against the Weaver. And let's be prepared with Make Disappear. What? He played a lot. That's so bad, man. I'm not sacrificing Ertai for this. Let's take action. He will definitely play all, you know, use all the mana. Okay, good. Let's draw this. We are not using Mire, so we might as well go for quick study. Alright, and we are trying to survive. Kami is not great because it's not an enchantment, so they don't draw the card. I need some good draws, man. Like, go for the Throat, Path of Peril, this kind of stuff, and we can stabilize. We have few turns before, you know, we just die. I see. We just got less time, it seems. Yeah, I guess. The card advantage he will get is pretty huge though. This is 3 converted mana cost, so we need to kill it separately. Man, this one battle into flipping instantly was really huge. Right, he's going for the card advantage. That's not necessarily super bad. But yeah, I really want to cast Memory Deluge, I think. Oh man, it's still before combat phase. But nothing is enchanted. So if I make Disappear, I don't Memory Deluge. And I kinda have to Memory Deluge. So it will be rough, but we have to do it. We have to do this, I think. It will be rough. 8 damage. And let's see what he does. I guess he played the land, right? So that's it. Alright. Marsh is okay. And Otawara, I guess, is kind of removal. Let's play this. And I think we need to work from there. We can always bounce the enchantment, get Ertai, kill something, let him draw a card, and, you know, Yeah, I think that's a good strategy. We also flip into the night time. Make Disappear is probably not great, but Shores is even worse. Alright, we're fighting. We're at 8 with no board, but we have some shot still in this. Alright. So that should be the moment, I believe. Alright. So Ertai comes into the battlefield, kills Otawara, our biggest problem. He draws only one card. But I think we can recover from all of this. And let's go for blockers, get the free trade. It's just 6 damage, no more. And we are still alive. Alright. So do we... No. Oh, I probably messed it up. Yeah. Maybe I should kill... But man, then I cannot counter anything. And I probably need to hit Path of Peril anyway. He will go into the daytime, so it's a little bit better. Let's see, Kami into ossification maybe? Seems pretty good. I'm not going for anything. They didn't want to flip. Alright, still no Path of Perils. So we can block this. Life gain from this. I think it's okay. And I just want a huge burst of life gain, right? Now his draw engine is out. Well, unless he plays the dog and just copies everything. But he probably wants to go for lethal, right? Let's see the attack. Alright, I probably want the quick study mana. So, let's say 3 is free, frozen. And we have 5. Oh, I guess we need to do it anyway. Alright, so let's do for all the mana. 3, 6, 7. We life gain quite a bunch. Now we can trade here. And our opponent has only one creature. Of course it will be more after this turn. We are fully tapped, so he knows exactly what the situation is. And we just have to throw Path of Peril. We really need to draw it. I mean, this is something, but not very good. So if I double spell, I'm at 6, then he plays few and tramples me. Not looking super great. Let's try to go with it. We can counter ossification, I guess. And we life gain a little bit. So maybe this will be enough, but harsh. Make Disappear not relevant anymore. Alright, even March for 1 can be a difference. We'll see. Man, we're really working for this win. That's the counter. And this is a negate, so he needs another removal. Just to keep up this plan. We'll probably have it though. So right now I'm nearly dead. 1 removal out. But if that's not a removal, man, that's a lot. Do I die anyway? No, 1. We will be at 1. Celestus, as always, keeping us alive. I really need Path of Peril answers everything. And after Memory Deluge, I will have enough mana. So we just go for it. Path of Peril. I see it. I see it. I want both. I want both. Man, I tell you, Path of Peril is insanely amazing. Alright. He will get the Kami, but that might be the last time. We'll see. 3 cards. I told you, man, when they go for card advantage, you just can get so much more than them, even if they drew so many extra cards. Audacity, sure. Big creature. This also means Kami will come back again. Do I want the land? I mean, I kinda do. Yeah. Alright, let's live gain a little bit. Maybe we can take additional hit. This is a decent card, man. Probably not as good as... Not in this stage of the game when we are pressured on board. Invasion of Gobakan. Pretty good stuff for him. So, we go for the Kami then. So, 4... 8 or 10. I think this is a decent deal. It gives us even more time. And I want to make sure that I get the full value. We will have to do it anyway in the combat phase, so it's not like he won't be able to cast this card. Memory Deluge is the obvious target, because then I don't get the backside basically, or the flashback, because it's already exiled. Alright, the last time hopefully for Kami. Right, we're overdoing just a little bit. Let's main phase and see what we get. Not the best cards, to be honest. Let's just go like this. Alright, that was one. Oh, we are getting it. Alright, so I was wrong, sorry for that. And yeah, we say go. That should be still it, right? Because we can get rid of the Kami, we can kill it during the end step, and that means it's not coming back. Oh boy. Alright. A token. Sure. Alright. And let's get the mites. And let's draw some cards. And I think we want to cast Memory. Oh, alright, this is different. This is very different. But I still think we want to cast Memory Deluge. We don't need this. Man, we are back to 14. This deck is amazing at life gaining. So the token is just a mouse, not super scary overall. And yeah, I think he's getting absolutely outvalued. Let's do this now. Just to prevent the flip. Because I don't want those cards to grow. We could also counterspell when he flips, but I don't think it's needed. And this is the turn. Now we should have a lot of value. Yeah, let's go for the Serpent. Serpent should be enough. Man, it was hard. I honestly lost hope at some point, but I think we're doing it. So let's go Path of Peril. So we want to keep the board clear. And now we go with the Serpent. No additional mana, I believe. And we definitely want black, and the rest will be blue, just to keep drawing some cards. We won't mirror ourselves. Yeah, and that will be draw 2 and discard his hand. And those are, you know, your win cons basically, just to close the game. And we say, oh no, this is a bug again. Man, this is actually weird that it's still here. We don't want to draw more. We have everything we need. Now we just want to untap and dissipate his next draw. And we are back to 16. Let's play this. Let's attack. There's something? What are you? And alright, this is impressive. However, we'll show our opponent that there is nothing like this. This is an ability, and you can counter it with Ertai. Little known fact. However, he will get the card, and you know what happens to cards. Let's go for 0. Yeah, let's draw some cards. So, black for 1 card. Let's go blue, and blue. We don't have a counter spell, but we have go for the pro, and I like drawing cards. Yeah, with double Serpent protected, it should be very easy to close the game. Alright. Man, it's been a little bit of a slugfest, but that's it, right? They don't have anything. Even after they play this, you can just keep killing those. And I think that's the scoop. He is nothing, he knows the lethal timer. Oh, I guess Kami is still in the graveyard, but we'll just dissipate it, so it's not a biggie. Alright, turn 1. And now, with full Dimir power, we are ready for our opponent to try to not die. And he will just counter everything. And he doesn't even try. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I think I messed up a little bit mid-game with some decisions, but in the end I think we did nicely. Alright, we're going first, and we will go with the Backwater. So we have those lands just to life gain a little bit. Dimir generally doesn't have things like Ember and all this stuff. So we need to be creative about the life gain. And this is card you want to ignore generally. Here's the Vanguard. So let's go with make disappear first, then go for the throw, then make disappear. We need to draw some card advantage soon. Alright, not card advantage, but a card that matters. On the next turn we can counter something and maybe ambush, we'll see. Absolutely, absolutely. And this is why you go with make disappear first. Are you good? Let's go like this. Should be okay. So on the next turn we will try to kill whatever he plays during the combat phase. This is a really perfect draw. One of the best ones. Now I need Path of Peril. Like, I don't need to hit it, but it would be great. Alright. A little bit awkward, but so be it. Let's give the target. He played Ertai. So our opponent got the token, but we basically turn one of the initiates into this token, so it's still a good deal. And we're at 17. Man, Ertai is insane. It's a great card. I love him so much, man. Just a card that gives you all the tempo in the world. Having extra creature is just super huge. Yeah, our opponent always starts with the one draws because they hope for a counter spell. But little did he, man, he's getting absolutely this. Oh man, he will scoop after this play. There is a really high chance about it. Let's see the attack. I block here. Oh, it feels dirty, but also pretty good. And our opponent has a 2-2 in the board. A 2-2. And we also have Ertai Resurrected. Interest. So, I mean, 2 cards to go. Not looking super hot for our opponent. Oh boy, this one is doing work. Actually think we will go with Memory Deluge then. Alright, those are decent cards. How greedy I want to be. Man, I'm super greedy. I think we go like this. And this should be enough value for the full game. It's Talia probably, right? Vanguard. Alright, sure. I guess good choice. And more Vanguards. More Vanguards. Interesting. So we could go for Path of Peril plan. We have 4 of those, so very easy to draw them generally. But we have to see. So I could ward this guy, but it doesn't really matter too much. The Extraction Specialist is higher converted mana cost. A little bit scary, I have to say, but we'll go risky. And we see the draw. Not Path of Peril, unfortunately. We could go for a huge march on the Vanguard, and that mitigates a lot of damage. So we need to pay 2 for the upfront cost and then life gain 5. Not the worst, I guess. We can play at instant speed, so let's see what he exactly does, because he has a random top deck. The best top deck of his deck. The only one creature that pumps literally everything. Alright, so we know, okay. And I know, main phase, if I cast it, I would Path of Peril this, so that's on me, but that's fine. And let's go for Dissipate. So all we need to do is just survive this one turn. So I want to get rid of this guy. It has ward 1. So I have to exile Ertai Resurrected. And I want to trade against the specialist. Alright, I think we can work with this. I think that will be winnable. Alright. Hopefully he swings with the specialist, because that's the only creature I actually care about. Alright, we block like this. It could be Lifa. Alright, let's make sure we do it right. So, we go for 3, I think. Right, ward 1. So it kills the buff, and as well... Okay, we did it right. I was stressed, man. This one isn't attacking, so that's why we go for the Vanguard. And we kill the 3-drop. So that was the idea. And now we clear everything. Our opponent has the Spirit, but it's just a 1-1, so not super threatening. He has a random top deck, so let's see. Talia? Probably not the perfect one for him. And let's draw some cards. Yep, Path of Peril. Yeah, that's why we play 4 of those. As you can see, you can very often just tailor the board, so you get the idea. And man, when we start doing Path of Perils, we draw a lot of them. And now we have Dissipate for his next top deck. And then every time he draws a land, we Memory Deluge. And if he doesn't, like, he's just out-tempoed super hard. So yeah, that was close, man, but it was pretty fun. Alright, going first with some counter spells. We just need a land, and if we hit 3 mana, we should be absolutely okay. Let's see what our opponent is playing. Alright, make Disappear activated, that's huge. It's okay land, not the perfect one, because we want double blue, but you know, we can bounce something. So we want our opponent to cast expensive spells. And you can see, just being on the play, it makes all the difference. And let's go Mirex, I guess. I would prefer to quick study, but we might not be able to. We'll see. You know what? Vanguard is the card that we actually don't care about as much. It's also a 2-drop, right? So it dies to Path of Peril. We really want to cast a quick study right now. And you can see that. We have a long way to go with our lands. Alright, so if he casts something for 3 mana, we bounce it. If it will be something cheaper, we Path of Peril it. Scary. Hopefully there will be more. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like, he thinks he's in the good spot, but little did he knew. Alright, so we're playing ourselves. Basically, we only get this one hit. That will be a swamp into go for the throat. I think for the 6th land, for the Serpent, we should be fine. Like, we'll make it work later. And that should be what? Land, Path of Peril. Well, like, look at this stuff. And then we keep up the go for the throat, right? Then we untap and can bounce whatever. Yeah, that should be okay. Here's Mire. Let's be tempo efficient. We don't need to care about our life total because we are super ahead and we are winning this game. I mean, guys, I cannot resist. Black mana. Black mana. And that's Serpent. X0. And we pay with this. And that will be his full hand. Man, I love this so much. And I didn't play the red. I think this is still a bug, right? There was a bug with this. So yeah, I wouldn't attack just because that's not how the cards should work. But you know, we kinda destroyed the aggro super hard. Alright guys, after the games, and I have to say, whenever I play Dimir control, it just feels so fun. And this build feels a little bit more fun than anything. One of the problems with Dimir builds is always that you cannot answer those artifacts, you know, like enchantment, this weird stuff. But Ertai Resurrected together with Spellscorn Coven help a little bit, and that gives you this breathing room to just play the Serpent and discard your opponent's hand. So honestly, I really enjoyed playing this version. Path of Peril seemed to be going whenever we needed them, or at least after some time, but we got it finally. So they were performing very nicely. And with Parasitic Grasp, Go for the Throat, and a lot of early game removal, together with March that can live gain, and Celestus that can live gain and Lance, I didn't feel the usual Dimir weaknesses. Was it a good draw or just a very flexible deck? Hard to say. I think the deck does a little bit more than the usual Dimir control, and with card advantage that we have and the amount of counter spells, like this is the cool part about Ertai. It can remove creatures when you need tempo, and it can create value when you need it over the longer game. So you always get exactly what you need with Ertai. Ertai is an insane card, and by allowing you to discard your opponent's card with either Spellscorn or the Serpent, you basically make it into a perfect card very often. You have seen during the game sometimes the opponent doesn't have cards, so us giving him the card and discarding is basically free. And that means Serpent is super hard to answer. It is a creature that kills your opponent very quickly, especially if Ertai on the board, so they do not have time to draw too many cards. And one Dissipate usually means that they cannot, defend themselves and the game is closed. Usually I'm using Mire super hard. With this deck, I always had something better. So I think this is a very cool Dimir build. It's very different than the usual ones, and it seems to be working nicely. Thank you for watching as always, thank you for all your support, and yeah, see you tomorrow.